Hello there, it's Dr. Tony, and I want to share with you some things that have been going on in the back because some of you guys are walking around like those men who've tried to comb over their little strands of hair and you can see like straight to their scalp. So I'm using this as a way for you to get clear on a couple of things. So this is my cap from when I woke up one morning and all my hair on the top was kind of starting to disappear on me. And I want to talk about how it's so unhealthy to wait. It's so unhealthy to choose the wrong coping skill, and actually get healthy by actually approaching the real problem instead of trying to cover up until you can't cover it up anymore. I was actually on Instagram a couple days ago and a friend of Twitch, Twitch was a wonderful dancer. Everybody loved him. I've never heard anything negative about him. And he died by suicide in the past 12 months. And his friend, a really close friend of his, is having a tough time because he feels guilty that, man, he's going through it and he didn't, reach out, or I didn't reach out enough, or I didn't check on him enough. Everybody's responsible for their own well-being. Just let's just repeat after me. Even though you may feel like there's more you can do for other people, they have to fix their own issue or get help for themselves. You can't be responsible for anybody but you. But I'm trying to get you guys to take full control of your life, full control of your health, full control of your outcome and your future by reminding you that just because you're feeling okay today, that might not be enough. I'm a physician licensed in multiple states and a coach, an executive coach. I'm certified as an executive coach. But you know what's interesting? My colleagues, physicians who know so much, die by suicide 300 to 400 a year. This is why I became a coach. I did not become a coach because I thought it was a great business idea. It's because people kept reaching out to me in crisis and asking me, well, how did you get through all these devastating things that have happened to you in your life? So I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the tools to build the life you want and not have it cause you so much distress that you're just holding on by a thread like that little bit of hair blowing in the wind and don't have the ways to approach a problem. So let's talk about some healthy ways to approach a problem and cope. One is emotion focus. We're in a holiday season. A lot of people have a lot of emotions around these holidays. They've lost people. They are grieving the loss of many things that didn't go the way they planned, and their relationships may not be where they want them to be. And this time of year reminds them of that. So having an emotion focused plan for your coping would look like, I have a hobby I really love at this time of year. I like decorating. I like baking beautiful cookies. You may also decide that you love to take more time to have baths and take walks and garden and clean. These things that are emotion focused, they're going to make you feel better about the stressors that are coming your way. But it's a warning. I'm warning you that emotion focused, all of these coping skills can lead to you putting the problem on the shelf. So emotion focused coping is healthy unless you're avoiding the underlying issue. What is making you feel sad? What is making you feel stressed? What is making you feel negative emotion? Insert, right? So we don't want you to just go read a book and practice meditation and mindfulness. We need to approach the real problem and get a true solution. All right. So another healthy type of coping would be problem focus. My job, they're just not taking good care of me. They're just not paying me enough. I should change jobs. Yeah, maybe. But before you jump the gun, have you ever tried to cross over to a new job and found out that it was just as bad? Right. That can be because you're not dealing with what you do when you look for a job. It's your approach. Some of it is the lens you're wearing when you put your glasses on to look at different opportunities. So just having a problem focused approach of, well, I'll just end this relationship, or I'll just change jobs, or I'll just make my boundaries better. That is not going to get down to the heart of the matter, which is that you're feeling angry and resentful for people taking advantage of you. And everywhere you go, this shows up again. We have a bigger problem. So a problem focused approach obviously is going to say, well, I've identified that these people are the problem. This job is the problem. I know for a fact that I need a plan. That's a good thing, but let's make sure we're not repeating bad patterns that lead to burnout. Most people are coming to me needing help and leading to burnout. So I'm just going to make sure you know that there is a free training, burnoutmakeover.com. You can go there and take control of what's really the underlying issue. I want you to have the skill set. I wanted you to have the knowledge to get where you're going and not wait on other people or wait until things get out of hand and you're feeling despair. You're feeling distress. You're feeling like, wow, I can't really continue on this way, which is what happens when people get a little too far down the road and not get to the bigger underlying issue. So I don't want you running around doing a bunch of self care. And I definitely am concerned when you're doing unhealthy coping strategies. Let's talk about them really quick because you may have to intervene for someone you love, and it might be you. Number one, drinking and substances. I was just in a children's store a minute ago looking for some things for my daughter. You know, it's one of these spirit weeks or something like that. And this lady walks by and I'm smelling this marijuana all over her, like reeking of marijuana. And I'm like, okay, it's not legal here. It's not illegal where I live. Okay. Second of all, this is seeming to be your norm. Okay. Substance use of any kind can sometimes be unhealthy coping, and that can be alcohol too. And we know that alcohol is a depressant and can disrupt your sleep. So this is going to create more problems in the long run. So substance use to numb your feelings, to feel distracted, or to lower your reaction to things that are happening. Some people will go and sleep. So another unhealthy coping mechanism besides alcohol and drugs or other substances, some medicines will help you feel numb, is sleeping too much. They go to lay down and take a nap and they wake up, it's tomorrow. Problem. 3, this one is more common than you think, venting. You think it's no big deal to call up so-and-so and vent about what's going on with you. But unfortunately, this has been shown to actually make people feel more stuck over time. So yes, you might go to a therapist, for example, and consider that a place to vent, but hopefully you're also getting to the bottom of what you're going to do and get a proactive problem-based plan, not just coping skills, which is one of the reasons why I like to send clients to therapy and then say, okay, come on over to the coaching session so we can make a plan. Now, another unhealthy thing that people do is overspend. This time of year, there's a lot of reasons why people feel retail therapy is going to help or retail therapy will make them feel better. But I promise you, some of it is your unhealthy coping skills. And I do not want you to confuse it with trying to take advantage of a sale. All of these things can be very subtle, but it can also start to catch up to you. And I don't want it to be something that you're not thinking about. And another one is avoidance. You know, when people will say, I've watched everything they have on Netflix and I need something new to watch. Some of your binge watching tendencies and sitting on the couch overeating, which is the other unhealthy one, these lead to difficulties with what you really should be focused on. Why am I stressed out? Why am I feeling unsettled? And because I just lost 30 pounds and I'm heading into the holiday, you better believe that a proactive approach is how do I keep the weight off, not how can I be catching back up from gaining it all back again. So I want to make sure that you understand that there's healthy and unhealthy ways to go about it. There's a proactive approach. Hey, I lost this weight. I need to keep it off. Hey, I finally got my money in order. I need to keep my money in my pocket. I need to make sure that just because there's a sale, do I even need it? Probably not. And also communicating directly with people that that's not what we're doing this year. It's part of your boundaries. These are the things that will determine, is this just you putting some cream on top of a problem, or are you actually getting to the bottom of it, which is why I had a biopsy. Like, why am I losing hair? I could have assumed that it was just because of my weight loss, which actually is a thing. Okay, telogen effluvium, I could say it's because I lost weight, but you know what? I wanted answers. I wanted to know the reality of what is going on with my hair. And is it just a mismatched cycle of growth and loss? Or is it also the 3 other diagnoses that she gave me when I did go to the dermatologist? So I don't just hide the problem. I don't just comb it over. I don't just decide that it must be this. I get to the bottom of it and I'm proactive about it and I ask for help. I highly recommend you do the same. Certainly you can inbox me if you need to. In the meantime, please learn some more coping strategies in my burnout makeover free training, because I'll tell you what, some of you ladies are taking on way more stress and you're not getting into, well, why am I even taking these things on that may not be my problem to solve? It's Dr. Tony, your board certified physician, certified executive coach, and I'm encouraging you to take control of your health and take control of your life. I have some programs that are really changing lives. My burnout makeover recovery program is phenomenal, and my pilot program has helped so many women that you need to be getting in touch with me too. You don't have to do everything by yourself. That's an unhealthy coping strategy to think you have to do it alone. All right, talk soon.